Hey there! Welcome to the Dark Psychology World channel. Have you been feeling like you're just spending all your time in bed, not really doing much? Do you find yourself getting tired easily and not really feeling up to anything? You might be quick to label this as laziness, but did you know there's a lot of overlap between laziness and something called burnout? Burnout is this really negative state where you're emotionally, physically, and mentally exhausted. It's usually caused by too much stress and not being able to deal with it. Back in 2010, a survey found that about 75% of adults in the US have experienced symptoms of burnout, with over 40% of cases being pretty severe. So, it's super important to understand burnout better. Here are 6 signs that what you're going through might not be laziness, but actually burnout. First off, do you feel disconnected from everything? Like you're just going through the motions every day? If you're burnt out, you might be experiencing something called depersonalization. It's this weird feeling of emotional numbness, like you're watching life from outside of yourself. You don't feel like yourself anymore and you struggle with feeling helpless and not being able to take control of your life. Second, were you once motivated? Laziness is a character trait, and these traits tend to stay the same over time. But if you used to be self-motivated and high-achieving, and have only recently become exhausted and unmotivated, then it's more likely that you're suffering from burnout. Third, were you once passionate? Someone whose burnout used to have things they were passionate about, but may now be struggling to find interest or enjoyment in them anymore. Burnout can make it hard for you to do the things you once loved. Fourth, have you become moody and irritable? If you're having trouble controlling your emotions, especially when it never used to be a problem for you, this might be a sign of burnout. Lazy people, on the other hand, are often very relaxed and laid back. Fifth, have you neglected your self-care? One of the most distressing signs of burnout is if you start neglecting your self-care and socially withdraw from others. There might be concerning changes in your eating and/or sleeping patterns. You stop making an effort to groom yourself or look good, and you tend to spend most of your time by yourself doing nothing, because you're so easily exhausted by even the simplest of tasks. And finally, these changes happen gradually. Burnout develops in stages. All of the points mentioned before, losing interest and motivation, feeling detached from yourself, socially withdrawing and neglecting your self-care, won't just happen overnight. There are actually 5 major stages of burnout, each with increasing degrees of severity. Many people begin to experience symptoms as early as the second phase, when there is still a moderate amount of stress, but optimism, interest, motivation, and performance may already start declining. Spotting the signs of burnout early makes it all the more easier for you to get help and recover from it. That's why it's so important to raise awareness about burnout instead of simply dismissing it as laziness. So if you or anyone you know may be suffering from mental or emotional burnout, please don't hesitate to reach out to a mental health care professional today and talk to them about it. If you find this video helpful, be sure to hit the like button. Feel free to leave a comment down below with your thoughts, experiences, and suggestions, and share it with those out there battling the haze of burnout. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for new videos. And as always, thanks for watching. This is Dark Psychology World channel.